When envisioning the art of pressure fighting, we typically picture this: a determined boxer walking in a straight line, shielded by the high guard, working their way into the pocket, painting the feet, then unloading a flurry of punches, hoping that one or two found his mark. It's a gritty ballet where both combatants willingly give and take until one's spirit falters under overwhelming punishment. David Benavidez earned the name the Mexican Monster for good reasons that go beyond mere bravado. He embodies a transformative era in pressure fighting, where the ferocity of his offense has become the judge in the ring. While many admire his punishing offense, few recognize the subtle artistry of his defensive skills. In today's video, we'll delve into the intricacies of Benavidez's defensive tactics, exploring how he intertwines both offense and defense into his aggressive approach, creating a grueling style that keeps opponents on their toes. Join us as we unravel the layers of his game, revealing the brilliance behind the monster. Benavidez engages in a whirlwind of rapid-fire action, a high-stakes game where hesitation can lead to swift punishment for any misstep. It's a complex dance filled with dynamic movements and subtle, constant adjustments. In this game, one's defense must harmonize with the offense, creating a state of flow that confounds opponents. For a pressure fighter, a sturdy guard is the bedrock of survival. But before we delve into the intricacies of Benavidez's defensive maneuvers, let's first examine the solid foundation that underpins his tactical brilliance, setting the stage for his pressuring style. A strong defense relies on three pivotal tools, with the first being the cornerstone, the essential guard. Benavidez, fighting from his tall stature and always in firing range, finds the perfect ally in a high guard. This guard enables him to absorb the brunt of incoming blows on his forearms and gloves, effectively shielding his core. His hands are perpetually poised in an active guard, ready to defend and deflect as needed. What sets Benavidez apart is his dynamic, active high guard. It's not just static but fluid, bending and shifting as he diligently catches punches or rolls, ensuring that punches rarely land clean. Each movement is a calculated response to the heat of battle. The second critical component is all about level changes. Benavidez thrives on the strength of his front foot, confidently pressuring his opponents as he advances. His head and hip movement transform him into a constant shifting target, making it difficult for foes to land clean shots while positioning him perfectly to retaliate. Even though Benavidez stands before his adversary, he doesn't remain static. Instead, he is in perpetual motion. With each step, he weaves his way onto the inside, where he is most dangerous.
He turns the opponent right now.
Back, I'm sorry, but he noticed that he couldn't.
One of the most accurate punchers in the sport, and a guy who loves.
The final element that rounds out Benavidez's defensive strategy is his range control. While many of his opponents find themselves forced to fight off the back foot, Benavidez navigates the distance. When they attempt to shift the weight forward to engage, he instinctively steps back, creating space. This seemingly simple maneuver is critical. Benavidez's ability to fight effectively from the outside means that when his opponents dare to reach too far, they inadvertently walk straight into a trap of punishing punches. It's a deceptive game of cat and mouse, where every step is calculated and every opening is exploited, manipulating range to his advantage.
Benavidez, kind of a new age NBA player, big but
a smaller man, all his combination punching, and it's 46% of the power punch he throws. Those are both way high at the
cats. Benavidez was rough him up. Oh, make it work. Right hand by Benavidez.
Everything you said, I agree too.
most effective defense is one that incorporates prevention. And for Benavidez, this principle is second nature. With the monster always on the hunt, he remains vigilant, ensuring that after every punch, his hands return to their defensive position. This proactive approach not only protects him from counters, but also reflects his keen awareness in the ring. It's a flow transition between offense and defense, where each strike is carefully calculated, and every movement is designed to keep him one step ahead of any incoming threat. The Mexican Monster is a masterful predator, maintaining a high yet measured pace that plays to his conditioning, keeping the tempo firmly in his control. His strategy resembles a slow, deliberate demolition. Rather than simply throwing flurries of punches, Benavidez methodically dismantles his opponents with a barrage of steady, punishing blows. He incorporates subtle pauses after each strike, using those brief moments to assess the situation, deciding whether to brace for a counter or to seize the opportunity presented by an opening. This approach is incredibly methodical, transforming the exchanges into a fast-paced game of give and take, where thoughts are fleeting and instinctive reactions take center stage. This results in a restless flow of action, where muscle memory and sharpened reflexes dictate the rhythm of the bout.
So with the jab and the right, now Benavidez.
The difference in this round for Benavidez.
Caleb Plant's trainer, Stephen Bedman Edwards, said it was a body shot.
To, himself, the bully, the monster.
You know, Benavidez now pushing him on to be hurt by Benavidez.
Right uppercut on the inside by Benavidez, one of his money punches.
That this fight is one punch. I'm not suggesting it. Andrade's not doing it.
I hear you.
In the heat of the fast-paced firefight, maintaining proper positioning becomes a high-stakes game, where one misstep can lead to severe consequences. In this chaotic landscape, every error is quickly exploited, with punishment served up in brutal doses. The frenetic pace can easily blur the lines of strategy, forcing fighters to navigate a minefield where each miscalculated move could tip the scales in favor of their opponent. Staying sharp and aware is paramount, for in this battle, positioning is everything.